North Korean leader hasn't been seen in 3 weeks. Is Kim Jong-un, Kim Jong-il, notorious ISIS fighter identified by his teeth? He wasn't dead, just British. A new social network promises no ads. Can you sign up before it's bankrupt?
North Korean leader Kim Jong-un hasn't been seen in public for 3 weeks. As you can tell, they're trying to track him down by putting his picture everywhere. Before his absence, he was seen limping, sparking rumours that maybe he had pulled a hamstring whilst hitting 30 consecutive hole-in-ones. The Kim dynasty does have a history of diseases such as gout, and Kim Jong-un is said to suffer from hypoglycemia, diabetes, high blood pressure, conditions making him the healthiest person in North Korea. I predict we'll find out he was sick of living in North Korea. For the latest social networking news, let's go to our senior correspondent who actually uses LinkedIn, Toby.
Upstart social network Ello has generated a buzz. Could it be the next Google+? It promises to be everything Facebook isn't, free of clutter, ads, or any of your friends. Facebook even has a major announcement scheduled where it's expected to announce a new advertising platform. That's timing as bad as if Apple were announcing a softer, more bendable iPhone. But my prediction is they'll use the opportunity to advertise their advantages over Ello, with the new slogan, Facebook, we'll be here next week. Now for the latest on India's space program, we go to our senior Dark Matters correspondent, Ello.
India's first space probe successfully entered orbit around Mars. The space probe cost less than the movie Gravity, which is impressive, because I paid $13.99. They released the first digital photo and it came out a little blurry. They're attempting to fix the camera, but it may take a while as they're currently on tech support to India. The probe was welcomed on Twitter by NASA's Curiosity rover, which tweeted at it, "Namaste." The orbiter then replied, #karma, because every orbiter knows what goes around comes around. My prediction, if this chemistry keeps up, they'll soon be DMing each other private pictures of their celestial bodies. And now for our latest Obama controversy, we go to our senior Deja Vu correspondent, Toby.
Conservatives are furious at Obama for holding a coffee cup while saluting the troops. Obama usually drinks spiced tea, so liberals replied it wasn't coffee. Try again. Pictures soon surfaced of Bush saluting troops while holding his dog. At least the coffee cup suggests Obama was working. Pundits are calling it a case of manufactured outrage. Although if it wasn't for outrage, America wouldn't manufacture anything. I predict this outrage will continue until they have a more milky person in the White House, rather than this Americano president. And now for the latest military news, we go to our senior Call of Duty correspondent, Ello.
The first female pilot of the United Arab Emirates has led a strike against ISIS in Syria. She's been described as ISIS's worst nightmare, just beating out the one way you realize you're naked, in front of your class, at terrorist camp. UAE is eager to show that Arabs can be modern and progressive. In fact, Emirati women have the highest gender equality in the Arab world, though that's like being the St. Louis police force with the best treatment of black people. I predict ISIS will also be inspired to hire women in entry-level positions like suicide bomber. Speaking of ISIS fighters, their mystery spokesman may have been identified. For more, we go to our senior anonymous correspondent, Toby.
The FBI says they've identified the ISIS fighter responsible for beheading foreigners in internet videos. While they haven't released his identity, he's assumed to be British because of his accent. It's unclear whether Brits would be angrier that he was British, or that he was able to fake their accent better than Don Cheadle in Ocean's 11. He's been dubbed Jihadi Jahn and is said to belong to a clique of British ISIS fighters in Syria known as the Beatles, because wherever they go, girls scream and run. And let's hope that if they split up, none of their solo efforts will have much impact. I don't know why I thought he could remain anonymous with such a large social media presence, and it's odd he felt comfortable doing so. You can't rail against Western corporations when your email address is ihatethewest@gmail.com. But ISIS is on Facebook, they're on Twitter, they may even be on Ello. In fact, there's rumors that Ello is ISIS's social network. Since it was originally called Hello, but had a part chopped off for stealing the idea from Facebook. I predict ISIS will soon need their own social networks, like Twitter, but where only women are restricted to 140 characters. And they have to follow 10 tweets behind. Speaking of the internet, there's a lot of ways you can share this video on it. For more, we go to our senior begging you to share correspondent, Ola.
That's all for this week, but if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, share it on your social networks, and Ello. And check out last week's video to be ahead, if slightly less ahead of the times.